Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Simo. Hi, Tony. Thank you, Steve. Well, I'll wait for a few more people to come in. My new backdrop. Glad you like it. Different from the old white tiles. Just thought it'd make a change. I have a few things lined up, a few things to show you. One of it is going to be a drink, and then some of it is going to be things that I've recently purchased for the channel. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. As I said, I'll only be on for about an hour. Louise, it's a backdrop. I don't have a piano. I couldn't play. Oh. No, I can't play the piano. I can play a tin whistle and I can play a recorder somewhat. Yeah, well, that's thanks to SteamYard. It was one of their presets. The other one was a brick wall. I didn't fancy putting a brick wall up. Anyway, today I have a beer. Oh, now you can't see it because of the... There you can. I'm still a newbie at this, so give me a chance. Now, I have asked Paul if he'd had this because he's a connoisseur of beer. Hi, Shay. So, yeah, I decided to get this. As you know, I'm normally a wine drinker. And when I say wine, I mean white wine. So, where did I put my bottle opener? Would be a good idea. There. Yeah, and it's an old-fashioned tin opener. So here's my glass. Oh, don't be an ice cream head. So that's, oh, there we go. That's what it looks like. It smells very, very hoppy. Louise. Oh, that's actually quite a smooth drink. So as I said, some things. Hi, Luke John. As I said, I've got some new things. Everybody remembers my famous red knife, the red knife for everything. Well, my daughters bought some sharp knives the other day and they were kind enough to give me one. So I have this. And I also got myself this. So you can all say goodbye to my red knife because it's now going into retirement. Hi Pen. Thank you for joining. Hi Rebecca. Thank you for coming in. Now, I'm wondering how many people in chat have actually shopped at Temu. Now, I know it's controversial, but when you don't have a lot of money, you will go and find things cheap. So anybody in chat, have you bought anything from Temu? Hi, SJ. So, as I've just asked people, SJ, has anybody shopped from Temu? Okay, not personally. Okay, thank you, Lou John. I get that, Louise, but I'm saying at a price point when you don't have a lot of money, you are going to go shopping where you can. Thank you, Pen. Well, I'll show you what I bought because, as I said, things are tight, and especially if you're running a YouTube channel, you don't have the layout to go out and buy lots of stuff. As you know, I use my phone for, oh, this screen is doing my heading. They've got, I use my mobile phone for recording. Now, I did have another mobile phone, which I used at the beginning, but I kind of dropped it and it cracked the screen. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, AliExpress is another one. Well, that's sad to hear, Rebecca, because the products I've bought have all been pretty good. Now, you're going to get the good and the bad depending on what you buy. The first thing I purchased, now I don't have a card, I actually have to give my money to my son and he gets it for me. So the first thing I purchased for my channel was this. Can you see it? The screen is going to be there. Well, I put it there so you can see it. Now this is a microphone and this is the other part. Now you put this at the bottom of your phone or you can put it in your laptop or even a tablet. And then you clip this in to your clothing. You press a button that's at the back and it will come up with a little light, as you can see there. And once this is in your other piece of equipment, you're off. Now, I only paid, I think it was $2.50 in euros. Worked perfectly fine, never had any problems with that. Now, as I said, I know it's controversial. this is my opinion and what I did with my own money, and it's what I found. Now, I did buy a mini camera to take out because I was going to do some out and abouts, which unfortunately I haven't been able to do. But I bought a mini camera. Now, this is the size of the camera because I wanted one that was, discreet. I paid €4 for this. Now I'll switch it on so you can see. You can see the camera. And then you can flip it. Okay. All right. Now, can I flip it? There we go. So, yeah, I've never had problems with it, and it has a flashlight as well. All you have to put in is an SD card, and you can use it as a to record stuff. So I bought that. So hopefully I will be getting to use that sooner rather than later. Now, if you watched my last video, you know what tripod I've been using to do my videos, which was a bit of a nightmare because trying to angle my videos onto my hob was a nightmare. Because most of the time it fell, and that's why this cracked. Because obviously a little tripod this big is not made to use for that purpose. So I did say I was going to buy a new tripod, and if you saw the last video, I was using my new tripod. Yeah, I bought that from Temu, and yeah, I paid €6.40. Now, it came with a bag. And if I can put it right, I'm going to kill that. There it is. Now, it does fully come out, and it stands at approximately 4 foot. So this is the new tripod I will be using. As I said, just over €6. So for a few bits and pieces, yeah. Hi, Brad. I'm not saying you go out and buy them. I'm just saying from my experience, like, I know the people have had bad experiences, and I know they're not a great company. But as I said, you are going to use them when you need to. So, is there any questions you'd like to? Thank you, Ronald. Is there any questions you'd like to ask me? It is a good tripod, actually, Louise. I can angle it now so that if I put it on my counter, because I don't have a lot of counter space, I can angle it so that it can go over the food, so that you can see it from a downwards angle rather than from the sideways where you miss half the food, or I miss, you know what I mean, you see my videos. I haven't bought any, I won't say I haven't bought any clothing. I actually have. I actually bought some glass socks. Yeah, they were they're decent. But as I said, they're just socks. Thank you, Steve. So is there any questions you'd like to ask me? Ask me away in the comment section. As long as it's not too personal. Kind of open myself up there. Now, this week, if you want to know what's coming up, I will be doing what was it, Lithuania and Myanmar. I only recently found out that Myanmar is actually Burma, so it should have been under B. But it's, if you look at, when you're looking it up, it says Myanmar. So I will be doing a Burmese curry. Now all these will be from scratch. And then I will be doing a Lithuanian kalugia, I think it's called. And the next countries will be N and O. And yeah, there's only one country that comes under O. So what I will do is I will pick 3 different dishes for that country, and then you can vote on the 3 different dishes. Is there anything you would like to see upcoming on my channel? All suggestions are welcome if you like to suggest anything. Don't forget to share your links. I will say I'm not sure how to share one link, and that's my son's channel. If anyone can put my son's channel in the chat. He's just done his first video. His next video will be up on Monday. That one will be no commentary, I believe. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining. So if you'd like to share your channels, and if a mod can put my son's channel in, please. I don't know how to do it on my laptop. As I said, I'm still learning. Thank you, Luke John. Sometimes pen, and then I'll have to substitute whatever it's okay, Rebecca. As I was saying, sometimes pen, I do have trouble getting some of the herbs and spices. As I said, I have an upcoming recipe, and yeah, I know, Luke John. I have a recipe coming up that has jalapenos in it. And unfortunately, every shop I went into, they didn't have fresh jalapenos. So obviously, I'm going to have to substitute ones that are in a jar. But yeah, sometimes I do find it difficult to get my herbs and spices. And same with produce, though. Produce has been quite bad this year. I don't know if anyone else has found that, like fresh produce. I like to use fresh produce more than I like to use frozen. But sometimes you can't get it. Sometimes it's just a bad year. I know potatoes, onions, garlic, all of them have been affected this year, and it's just one of those years. Has anybody else had any problems getting with their produce? I know most of you are from Britain. Yeah, exactly, Louise. It isn't always easy. It depends on the season. It depends on whether the produce is in good condition. I've actually bought onions a couple of weeks back, and I didn't realise. I think they'd actually been frozen and then put on the shelf, so that when I took them home, I was cutting into onions that were really getting soft. I ended up throwing them away. I couldn't use them. Yeah, I get that, Luke John. I try local where I can. I do a lot of shopping in my local store. My local store would be a Circle K with Centra in it, and it will also have a Papa John's, and I can't remember the other one, the pizza one. Not some Supermax and Papa John's. So I do shop there a lot. I live in a small village, so I don't own a car. I don't drive a car, so I have to go by a local link, which is like a minibus, to get into the bigger villages. And then if I want to go into the city, I have to catch what you'd call a normal bus. We'd call a big bus. Hi, Stuart. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you see, that's what it is, a hassle getting to places. Like I said, the surrounding areas for me to get to on my local bus would be Fermoy and Mitchellstown, but they're only small. They're not huge compared to what your towns and cities would be like. Our villages are very small. Our towns would be like your villages, basically. We have a lot of shops in them. They're very small. So we wouldn't have, I mean, we wouldn't have local small stores what I could go to. We'd have Super Value, Aldi's, Lidl's. Obviously, we'd have a local butcher. We do have a small vegetable shop, but they charge an arm and a leg. I really couldn't afford to go in there. I couldn't afford to shop in there. What Chinese food are you getting, Stuart? I'll be actually having a pot noodle later. Now, I did have a pot noodle yesterday and the day before, and I was going to video the pot noodle I had yesterday. It was a chicken fajita one. It was nice. It was a little bit spicy, but I prefer the doner kebab. But I've picked up another one, and that is a sticky rib one. So thank you very much, Steve. Louise. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. That's at. I've actually seen a lot of protests and rights gone over in Britain, which is sad because obviously I do watch other channels. I actually saw the Blackpool one. I was watching Walk on the Wild Side, and that seemed peaceful. But if you look at mainstream media, they're saying it was worse than it actually was. So, but I can understand why. I mean, we've had our mini protests too, basically for the kind of same reasons, which is unfortunate, really. But that's down to the government. So the only way you can change it is by changing your government and going out rioting and burning stuff and all that. It's not going to help. Go outside 10 Downing Street and hold your placards up and say, get that government out. That's the best thing you can do, rather than going hurting people's businesses and hurting policemen. And yeah, I just don't get it. You see, that's what I don't get at. Why vandal? It gets you nowhere. Gets you a prison sentence. Does it change anything? No. The only thing you can change is change your government. The only way you can do that is by doing it the right way. Yeah, you're right, Rebecca. Yeah, get the illegals out. And the only way you can do that is by changing your government and having a government that will listen to the people. That's what I'd say. I mean, I still have ties over in Britain, so. And as I said, it's happening. It happens here too, but it's not on as much of a big scale. But then, what happened the other day in Southport? Well, that goes without saying. Yeah, I agree with you, Pen. You march, do it, protest in a non-violent way. There's no point in doing damage to shops, homes, throwing things at policemen. There's no need for it. Protest by all means, but do it in a good way. Do it in a positive way. Violence and all that is not a positive. It's not. I mean, I've been on protests before. I've been on when we had to have the water. I can't remember. They were going to put taxes on water or whatever, and we all had to have meters for water. Well, we don't have them because we all protested, but we all did it in a nice, civil way. It's just the way we did it. It's just ridiculous. There's no need for it. All you're doing is hurting yourselves, your families, your friends. And is it getting what you want? No. It's not. At the end of the day, it's going to turn people against you rather than with you. It just is. It's like all the other idiots with stop oil and all that. Has the world come to people being idiots and mindless? Use your minds, use your brains. You have the capability of changing things the right way. But that's my personal opinion. I mean, everyone's going to agree with me at all. This drink is nice, by the way. It's not too bitter. Nice and smooth. Yeah, Louise, they really don't know the first thing about what they're doing. It's just a bandwagon. It's just something. Oh, let's all do this and let's all do that. Let's all glue our hands to this and let's deface that. It's ridiculous. They know nothing. If you look back in history, when we had the coal mines and we had the big mills, and when we had soot and stuff in the atmosphere, there was no, oh, we're making the climate bad and all that. It's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. I mean, today's society, the throwaway society, the subscription-based society, that does more harm. I remember when I was young, my mum and dad had stuff from their parents that lasted years and years and years and still last. Now, if you go out and buy something, you're lucky if it lasts a year because it's such a throwaway society. It's ridiculous. It's same with food waste. There's no need for it. You can do so much without throwing it all away. It's, I don't know. I think they're just a bunch of morons, in my opinion. So what's everybody having for their tea tonight? Are they having anything nice? Is it too warm to cook? I mean, we've had overshadowed day today. It's not been raining, but it's still kind of warm. What's it like where you are? Is it warm? Or have you finally got the rain? I'd ask people to come on panel, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, exactly, Louise. They are moronic morons. They know nothing. They really know nothing. I mean, the last one was Stonehenge, wasn't it? Let's deface Stonehenge. Oh, that sounds really nice. Roast pork, crispy crackling. I love crackling. Southern fried chicken, chips and tomatoes. Yum. Yeah, we don't bother with proper roasting. There's only two of us. When my son's at home, then I make the effort. But me and the hubby, we don't care. Actually, he had pies today. I'm going to be reviewing some pies. Hi, Count Wrecker. Your link was shared. Go to your search bar and copy and paste into. I'm on a laptop, Kathy. And I'm in SteamYard. So I have no idea how to do that. As I said, I'm still learning. This is my second live, so I only just figured out how to do my background and even how to change my name on the food from afar thing, whatever it's called, name description, whatever. Yeah. I don't want to mess too much with it when I'm not live because then I'm like, Is everyone going to see that? So I'm kind of learning. Thank you, Rate My Beer, for subscribing to Tank Wrecker. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think it was a really brilliant video for his first go. Paul, if you want to put your link in so people can go and then you can do that. Hello, Vaughn. Like, if anyone wants to share their links, you're more than welcome to share your links. I don't mind. That's what we do. We help each other. Oh, I like to help people where I can. Hi, Matt. I am. Thank you very much. I hope you're well. As newcomers have come in, I've been showing people things that I've recently bought from Temu to help me with the channel grow further, hopefully. I know that, Kathy. That's not strictly true, though, Kathy. Okay, it is. Mods can share the links out if you want to share the links out. Hello, Chiana Garside. You're from Blackpool. Well, hey. So I'm saying, you know, or when you watch A Walk on the Wild Side, Steve, I believe he's called. And Chris Higgett and his £1 burger. He actually has a YouTube channel too. You stream on your laptop too. Yeah, so how do I do it from my stream? Because all I can see is like mute, stop camera, settings, preset, and then invite. Oh, chicken stir fry, yum! I think I did a chicken stir fry. I'm actually surprised at how many people are actually coming in, considering this is my second one. I was kind of nervous because I kind of, yeah, I wasn't expecting the great many people that came in last time. I wasn't expecting it this time, to be honest, because I know I only go live once a month. I don't know if people would want me to go more than that. I mean, that would be up to you to decide. If you wanted more lives, then I will consider it. I mean, if you do, then just put it in, you know, the comment. What would people like to see in future on my channel? Any ideas that you would like to put forward? Yeah, I get that, Brad. Okay, Louise. I'm getting actually pretty comfortable doing now. I mean, I did go a year and a bit before I started putting my face on my videos. That was me. I'm kind of socially awkward. I didn't know how people would take me, so Stephen and Mankini. Oh, lol. But yeah, I'm getting more comfortable with it. Pepperoni! Welcome. You're more than welcome at the piano, but I'm sorry, his background. Yeah, I don't know where my search bar is. Yeah, I get that pen. Yeah. But I said there's only me and my hubby, and I always ask Mario, my hubby, if I can do lives, copy it and then paste it in YouTube. Copy what? Help! I'm really dumb. Wagwan Matt. I don't get that, pepperoni. As I said, I'm really dumb now. Like, seriously. The search bar is up at the top. It says StreamYards. Do, 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 do. Dude, John, that's not necessary. Like, seriously. Just to let you know, I will be telling you when I go live. It's the way I am. I like people knowing when I'm going live. And I did say to that person he could carry on with his live, just to let you know. So, Pepperoni, how's Cataroni and Sunaroni? Oh, well, give her a nice big cuddly hug from me, Pepperoni. I think she deserves one. But Brian's not in chat, is he, Rachel? Yeah, fair enough, Lou John. Fair enough. As I said, I'm not going to stop people having lives. YouTube is a big old world. Poor Brian. He's going to be hiding in the cupboard. For those who don't know who Brian is, he's a mod on It's Keith, who used to be the old food guy. And Keith does tasty coins on his channel. And whoever wins them at the end of the month, he will do a challenge. But Rachel said that it was Brian who was going to get waxed, so we're all waiting that. So is anyone else having a drink? I know it's Sunday, but is it bank holiday over in Britain? I know it's bank holiday over here. I can't remember the holidays over there. If I could spend an hour with someone dead or alive, who would it be? Oh, who would it be? I will tell you it would be. You probably think it's strange, but Oscar Wilde. Ah, okay. We have ours this week. So yeah, Oscar Wilde. He'd be the one that I would like to spend an hour with, pick his brains. I think what was done to him was horrible. He was treated like garbage. I'll ask you the question, Pepperoni. Who would you spend an hour with? Or anybody else in chat? Who would you all spend time with? And it can only be one person, as Pepperoni said. I could have guessed that one, Pepperoni. After all, you do have his head, or his bust, shall I say, his head. But it's his bust. Question though, what would you ask him, Pepperoni? Okay, that's two of you that said your granddads. Yeah, I don't think the older people actually share their stories, do they, anymore? I remember my grandparents, and even old people in general, had lots of good stories to tell us. I mean, they were all good, but the way they spun them, the way they laughed about them afterwards and stuff. I mean, obviously, war years weren't brilliant, but like they had resilience, so they had a sense of humor. They had it tough. I don't know if those people would like to be alive today, though, to be honest. Van Gogh. Oh, okay. So why would you choose Van Gogh, Count Wrecker? Yeah. Is he the one that did the sunflowers? Or did he do the fruit, the bowl of fruit? I can't remember. Did he do sunflowers? I know there was another great artist. A lot of people don't know that he was actually from Salford, which was Ellis Lowry. Yeah. Rachel, you love everything yellow. I think you can see some yellow in my background. Sort of. It might not be yellow enough. So anyone has any unusual hobbies or hobbies that were passed down? I mean, I like being creative, so I crochet, I used to knit. I like colouring too. Everyone's gone quiet. If you could only have one meal, what would your one meal be? And that would meal would be obviously forevermore. So you could only have one. Probably a roast dinner. Yeah, good choice, Brad. Anyone else? Sausage dinner. Any particular sausage? And any particular roast dinner? Steak, chunky chips, and salad. Nice choice. Would you have peppercorn sauce with your steak dinner, or would you have something else with that? I know there's another sauce. I forgot what the other sauce is. What's a good name for a sausage? Dog, Cumberland. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the peppercorn sauce. I like peppercorn sauce, but like I know a lot of people don't. Is the other one a Bernese sauce? You can tell I don't eat steak. Saying that I don't eat a lot of meat. And not because I'm a vegetarian or vegan. I just don't eat a lot. Now that's unusual. Your local pub puts whiskey in their peppercorn sauce. Onion gravy, definitely delicious. I don't like all sausages though, because some sausages are I don't know. I've never heard of whiskey being put in a peppercorn sauce. That's a new one on me. Obviously, it must be nice if people like that. What's the worst thing anybody's ever eaten? Worst thing I've ever eaten was it? I think it was mussels. I did this is when ages and ages back. I did a challenge with Lou, and I think we did. I think it was mussels. They were gross. It tasted like I was eating seawater. Yes, Rebecca. Maybe it's just a Midland thing. We're all weird here. No more weirder than I am. Yes, Kathy, I'm really asking, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten? I don't think I've ever been to the Midlands. Saying that when I lived over in England, it was Oldham, Salford, Manchester. I know they've all changed now from when I left because I haven't been back since what 96. And unfortunately, I can't go back. Which is another thing that I hate about this time. When I came over to Ireland, I came over a boat, ferry. Back then, you didn't need birth certificates, passports, whatever. Obviously, you do now. And I've several times tried to get my birth cert from Britain because I want a passport. Obviously, I want to travel. I can't travel because I don't have a passport. To have a passport, you need your birth cert. For your birth cert, you need ID. You can't get without ID. You can't get your birth cert, which is stupid. Louise, if I would say I would get booted, no one's going to boot you, Kathy. I'm not like that. I don't boot people. Free speech. So does anybody else have any problems like that? I mean, it's stupid. Yeah, I get that pepperoni. I actually don't listen to a lot of it because most of it is rubbish. I mean, Hasn't Starmer now gone on holiday? Riots, and he goes on holiday. Kathy. Oh. But then again, if you had an honest, this is a question. If you had an honest politician, would you actually vote for him? Would you actually even know if he was honest? That is a question and a half. I mean, I'd ask that for over here as well. I mean, an honest politician would tell you things that you don't want to hear anywhere, and an honest politician would be telling the middle class and the upper class things they didn't want to hear. So would an honest politician even be voted in? No, not in my opinion. That's why you'll always get crooked politicians. Yeah, I know your mouth, Kathy. Yeah, you're right, Pepperoni. They are corrupt. Absolutely right there. Every single one of them. That's why I said, even if you did find a politician that was honest, no one's going to vote for him anyway. So you don't vote, Rachel. Yeah, I don't vote. I don't vote because I don't understand the politics over here. When I was in Britain in the 90s, if I did vote, which I didn't have the chance to vote, and if I voted, I would have been a big mistake, because obviously I would have voted Labour because that's what my parents would have voted, and then I would have voted Tony Blair in, and that would have been a disaster. But over here, I don't vote because I honestly don't understand the politics over here, because they don't have Labour. It's Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Sinn Féin, whatever else is out there. I don't understand any of them. We have Labour over here, but it's a very, very small minority. You're very welcome, Kathy. As I said, I don't. My channel, freedom of speech. End of story. Freedom of speech. It's bad enough going out there where you can't speak your mind. I'm not going to have that on my channel. Freedom of speech on my channel. I've always been like that. Yeah, exactly. Freedom of speech. You take our freedom of speech. You've taken everything that we stand. We're humans. We're not robots. We're not made to toe the line. We're not sheep. We're human beings. We all have individual minds. We all have individual opinions. That's what we are. Right or wrong, it's what we are. We all make mistakes. No one's perfect. But we have the right to freedom of speech. Hi, sunflowers. Welcome to the channel. Now, I did say I was only going to be on till 7, but I'll stay on till 7:30 if that's what everybody would like. As long as nobody's rude. Yeah, I get that, Kathy. As I said, everyone's got the right to an opinion. That's what I'm talking about, Rachel. It's ridiculous. Not everybody has ID. I can't. If I wanted to go back to my own country, how could I? I couldn't because I don't have ID. Why can't I get ID? Because I can't get my birth cert. Why can't I get my birth cert? Because I don't have ID. It does not make sense. My day is going great. I hope yours is sunflowers. No, it doesn't make you a bad person, Rebecca. You can say what you want. Jeez. I'm not here to judge anybody. I don't judge people. We all, as I said, we're all different. That's what makes us unique. We're chatting about everything and anything, sunflowers. But at the moment, I'm saying about freedom of speech that you can say what you. I'm not going to be putting people in timeout because they said this and I think it offends. Jeez. Thank you, Rebecca. So are you. Like everybody knows, I was born in the early 70s. I was brought up with comedy, with like Only Fools and Horses, Step Two and Son, all the old comedies that you can't watch now or they're being changed because of this, that, and the other. Can we swear in your chat? Not stopping you. I swear too sometimes. Yeah, I forgot the two Ronnies. You're right there, Tant Wrecker. I know you like the two Ronnies. Any other old comedies people used to watch that you shouldn't be watching because it's not politically correct? Comedies back then. I wasn't offended. Oh, flapping. Love Thy Neighbor. I haven't seen that one, and I know I'd like to see that one. Two Ronnies, is that a TV show? It was Sunflowers. It was TV show going back in the 80s. Ronnie Barker and oh, I forgot the other fella. Tant Wrecker, who's the other fella? I know Ronnie Barker was born. I can't remember the other. But it was that's the one, Ronnie Corbett. There you go, Kathy Bates. Tant Wrecker loves the two Ronnies too. They were a good comedy duo. Everything was back fun then. I mean, not everything was hunky dory, but it was fun. We sit there at Saturday night and watch loads of different comedies. I hate my laugh. Oh. Yeah, I have had a couple of trolls that have been pretty nasty because I'm too serious, or they say I have no charisma. And the way I look at it is I'm cooking, I'm showing people how to cook things. This is my time to have a laugh when I'm doing a live, not when I'm cooking. Have you ever watched a show called Mrs. Brown's? Yes, I have. It is from Ireland. Yeah, it is. I don't think they do Mrs. Brown's boys anymore, though. Benny Hill. There's another one. He used to go chasing after the women. Father Ted. Yeah. Oh, you found the show very interesting. Yeah, he actually used to, the guy that, what's he called? Brendan O'Carroll. I think it's Brendan O'Carroll. He actually used to do a game show called Salt and Pepper back in the day. Yeah, most of his family was actually in Mrs. Brown. They were actually his real family, but I think he and his Mrs. Excuse me, got divorced. So I think they did. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they got divorced, and I don't think the show's on anymore. I'm not 100% sure. The bucket woman. You mean the bouquet? Keeping up appearances. And wasn't Eddie Yates in that from Coronation Street? I can't remember his real name. Or was that his real name? I can't remember now. And her poor friend always used to spill the tea, not on purpose, but because she was frightened of Mrs. Bucket. Tony says he wants to wear his itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini for your channel. Oh, jeez. Keeping up appearances. My hubby has a picture come up when I call him. That's another one. How about hello, hello? Yeah. Yeah, he did. He played Onslaught. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the fella that was in Hello, hello. Oh, what was he called? Gordon Kay. He actually survived a really horrific car crash where I think a metal bar or something went straight through his head. He actually survived, which was a miracle in itself. But yeah, Alolo was a really good one as well. Well, it's not a secret anymore, Tony. I know someone who's related to the policeman from Alolo. Oh, really? On the buses, Reg Varney. I hate you, Butler. That was Stevens. I can't remember his second name. He was called Steven something. On the buses was really good until Reg Varney died and they tried to carry it on. In the 70s, we used to watch Are You Being Served? I'm free. John Inman. Oh, and Mrs. Slocum with her pussy. Does anyone here like American TV shows? I like some American TV shows. Don't say Friends, though, because I hate that one. Carry on films. Yeah. Kenneth Williams. How about Bless This House? Father Dear Father, Robin's Nest, Men About the House, George and Mildred. Oh, those were great shows. They really were. I'm not sure I watched Robin's Nest though. I think that was I haven't seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. George and Mildred I have. Father Dear Father, I don't think I've seen that one. Bless This House I have though. What? I've got 530 subs. Seriously? Jeez. Thank you, Steve. The Rookie is an American TV show. It is. Martin, which ones? Top of my head. Cheers was a good one from America. Most of the American TV shows I watched though would be crime ones like CSI. Oh, thank you, Sunflowers. Jeez. I didn't think I love doing these lives because I like getting to know each people that come in. I like to see what they like and it's fun. Yeah, Cheers was great. Yeah, I did like that one. I think Taxi was another one. Chicago PD. I haven't seen that one. I did used to watch Hill Street Blues though. Thank you, Tony. That's very kind of you to say. SWAT. Oh, is that with the fellow that used to be in one of the CSI shows? I haven't seen SWAT. Oh my God, it's going up. Oh, geez. Thank you so much, everybody. When I first started this, I didn't even think anybody would watch. I really, really didn't, especially because I didn't show my face. I honestly didn't. Lucifer, the TV show, I haven't seen that one. I don't think I've seen any really recent ones. I think the last recent, well, I wouldn't say it was recent. The last show I watched was the Game of Thrones, and the ending was bull. I don't really watch TV as much as I used to. Which in one case I'm glad because I know a lot of TV shows, especially kids' TV shows, have changed a lot. I haven't seen a single second of Game of Thrones. I want to watch Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. Game of Thrones is okay until the last season, and they rushed it, and they made it. Seriously, it was balls at the end. I think Martin, you're an absolute. Oh, thank you, Louise. Tom Ellis is great. What did Tom Ellis? What was he in? I missed something, Leo. I love Outlander. No, I haven't seen that one. It's in English home county. Oh, Bedfordshire. Yeah, I've never been to Bedfordshire. Tom Ellis is Lucifer. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Lucifer. I think there's only one show that I'm really, 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 really looking forward to, and that's not going to be out until I think it's the end of this year. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's out at the end of this year. So, and I hope it's not next year, but I think it's the end of this year. And that show will be the Squid Game, the second season 2. Has anyone else seen the Squid Game? Or is that another show nobody saw it? Yeah, I want to see season 2 Squid Game. Yeah, you're like me then, Rachel. I think it's out in December. I'm not 100% sure. Squid Game season 1 wasn't good in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair enough. Not everybody's going to like that, but that's fair enough. Yeah, I think I was subscribed to Netflix at the time. I'm not subscribed now because I said everything's subscription based, pathetic. Doctor Who. Yeah, I haven't seen Doctor Who for. House of Dragons is an amazing TV show so far. I love it. Yeah, I haven't seen House of Dragons. I've read the books. I haven't seen House of Dragons, but I have read the books. I think there's 3 books in total. At the moment, I'm finishing off Stephen King's Sleeping Beauty. I think it's called Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauties. I like the actor that is now in the new Doctor. Who's the new Doctor? I stopped watching Doctor Who after Peter Capaldi. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I saw the old Doctor Who's when they were in black and white, and they had the old Daleks and K9 in them. I saw some of the later ones too. I haven't seen the last 2 or 3 seasons. Is Steve and Tony allowed to do Lady Godiva on a donkey with short hair so we can see everything? Somehow I don't think Steve and Tony will agree to that one. Yeah, if you will do, please, Steve, share everyone's links. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. And no mankini. And the mankini's like the little strips there, and then they just go. I'll reenact the Trojan horse, but at the Grand National. Oh. Who wore one? Oh, Barat. Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? Borat, not Barat, Borat. Can we wax Tony and Stuntman's? Oh. Tony, Steve, I think Rachel's gunning for you both. Okay, I don't even know who that is. He goes by. He was one of the actors on Section those streaming on. Yeah, I haven't got a clue who you're going on about sunflowers. Luke Johnny's awesome. Are we there yet? Late to the party, better late than never. Welcome. There you go, Rachel. Louise would actually pay to see that. Oh. I will use yellow wax. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm still waiting for the next Bond, James Bond. Do we actually even know who's going to be the next James Bond? Have they decided? I still haven't seen the last one with Daniel Craig. I can't remember what it was called, but I haven't even seen that one yet. Oh, we don't know who the next James Bond is. Okay. Sunflower said, I think the new trailer came out. So they've actually chosen who's going to be the next James Bond. Who's the next James Bond, Sunflowers? Oh, yeah, I forgot your name was Righty. Sorry, are we there yet? Thank you, Steve. Yeah, it was an amazing first video. I agree with you, Steve. He did a bloody good job of that. His next video will be out on Monday, I believe. Am I right, Tab Wrecker? Is that right, Tab Wrecker? Monday? That's a plan, yeah. So he's planning to his next video out on Monday. You're not very forgetful, righty. Thank you, Steve. Well, I'm going to be saying goodbye now for this stream. Now, this one was supposed to be at the end of July, so the next one will be at the end of this month. So you're kind of getting two this month. Don't worry about it, Steve. I did say you could carry on. Don't worry about that. Like I'm not going to say you can't go live. Don't worry about that. If you are still live, I will join yours in a few minutes. Are you still live, Steve? I used to play football on an aeroplane. Go on. What's the punchline? No, you're fine, Steve. Don't worry about that. Town record. What's the punchline? Going live again soon. Okay, I'll join yours in a few minutes. Thank you, Louise. So, yeah, as I said, there will be another live at the end of this month. I was always running up. Oh, well, and then that on that bombshell of a joke, I'm going to say thank you for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks, Mod. You did a brilliant job for me. And until the next one, which will be at the end of this month, I'll say good night, God bless, and love you all. Goodbye.